Good morning and welcome to Unity. Good morning. My name is Nicola Lindy and I'm going to be doing some songs for you today. I'm going to start it off with a song that I wrote kind of as an upbeat thing where it's like when things are getting tough in life, where do you go to center yourself? Where do you go to find that solace and that peace? For me, I go to the ocean and I sit on the beach and I dig my feet in the sand and get grounded with the earth and watch the waves. And the you in this song is a very replaceable word. It could be a significant other, it could be God, it could be nature, whatever you want that you to be. There are some O's in it, so if you do find yourself catching on, you can sing along. It's a song called All I Need.
Stars, they start to fall, the scars, they remind me to find me, and I wonder how they're still beautiful. Sitting where my eyes are gazing to the night, and I wonder when dark turns to light. There's nothing anyone can do. All I need is you, yeah. Oh. When the water gets too deep, the ocean, it centers me, it betters me, and I wonder how I could ever leave. Sit and watch the waves begin, feet buried in the sand, and I wonder when the tide came in. There's nothing anyone can do. All I need when it all falls apart, when the end feels too far, there's nothing anyone can do. All I need is you. Oh, oh. There's nothing anyone can do. You're all I need. Because all I need is you.
Thank you, Nicola Lindy, for that beautiful song. And you can find more information about what Nicola is doing in the community by checking out her website at nicolalindy.com. And after the service today over in Wesley Hall here, there will be some beanies for sale. And specifically, Nicola asked me to ask all of you to please hold in prayer for the intention of her kitty cat to return. Zoe, has been lost, and her young toddler daughter is also missing the cat. So if you could just hold that energy for their family to see that precious little part of their family return. Thank you, and welcome to the light and the love that is Unity of South Sound. My name is David Sandall Hill, and it's my honor to welcome you here to our Sunday morning celebration service. We hold that you are not here by accident today, but by divine appointment. Unity provides a positive path for spiritual living. We teach inspiring, practical spirituality, something that you will experience in each Sunday lesson to enhance your personal journey of spiritual unfoldment. If you have any questions, concerns, or joys to share, please contact our office or visit our website at www.unityofsouthsound.org. At this time, we also invite you to put your cell phones into airplane mode. We now invite you to relax, reconnect, and center into the truth of who we are. Will you please join me in saying our opening affirmation? There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe: God, goodness, omnipotence, and our mission statement. Inspired by the divine, as an inclusive spiritual community, we explore and express our highest potential. And our vision statement: present and centered in divine love, we co-create a peaceful and awakened world. And our core values: we are love, joy, abundance, and spirit-guided. And now Reverend Megan will lead us in an opening prayer.
Thank you, David. So as we light the light that reminds us of the light we truly are, I invite you into a prayer, and I'm going to continue between now and Easter sharing some of the different prayers that are created for the season of nonviolence, compassionate activism for global healing. And today's prayer, as you close your eyes and breathe in with me, as I light a candle and raise the single flame to the highest level of consciousness, where all is spirit and all is love and all is peace, I know that love, peace, and spirit are everywhere. Turning within, I recognize the wonder and power of the infinite presence. The essence of this divine life is wisdom, peace, and love. And I know that every person on this planet is one with this presence. As I feel my unity with all, I live a life committed to peace and nonviolence. I see through the eyes of compassion. I listen with understanding. I act from a powerful center of peace within me. My consciousness rests in peace for myself and for the world. I know that through the power and wisdom of the one mind, all life on planet Earth is being guided to live in peace. I see clearly that we are one in spirit, in life, in love. And I open my heart and mind to this truth now, accepting that the way is made clear for every need to be met, for deeper acceptance and understanding, for a sense of global community. I am grateful for knowing this truth. And in a spirit of thanksgiving, I release this word to the activity of the divine, knowing that it is already done. But I also open my heart to share the love for a beloved member of our community, Kathy Swanson, who made her transition a week ago Saturday on February 16th. And for those that knew and loved her, we know that we hold her in our hearts, and we see that she is now transforming into the glorious, radiant light that she is in another dimension. And so we honor her soul's journey, and we send love and support and kindness and compassion to her family and her friends that are left behind. For it is an honor to celebrate a life and to know a soul at an intimate level. And I know Kathy shared that with so many of you. And so for that, we simply say thank you for a shared light, and so it is. Amen.
And now we'd like to welcome our newcomers and live streamers. We want to take a moment to thank all of you who may be joining us for the first time in person or online. Thank you for sharing your consciousness and your love with us. If you're here in person, we invite you to pick up a welcome packet at one of our information tables in the back of the room, which contains helpful information about our ministry. We also encourage you to sign our guest book so we know who you are. We affirm and trust that people who come to Unity will feel at home as we engage in getting to know each other. We will see you again here soon. Whenever you're on your journey of faith, you are welcome here, for we honor and respect the choices your soul makes on this spiritual journey. Now to all of our newcomers and live streamers and friends joining us this morning, we want to share our Unity blessing. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. Now I'd like to invite you, if you're able, to stand and join with our song leaders, Joey Sandall-Hill and Candace Roback, as we sing our congregational songs.
We're part of one family, the family of God, breathing one spirit, living one life. We're in this together, finding our way. Let love be our guiding light, and on course we'll stay. We're part of one family, the family of God, breathing one spirit, living one life. We're in this together, finding our way. Let love be our guiding light, and on course we'll stay. We're part of one family, the family of God, breathing one spirit, living one life. We're in this together, finding our way. Let love be our guiding light, and on course we'll stay.
Please take a brief moment to greet those around you with a Namaste community greeting, and especially take a moment to reach out to someone you haven't met. If you're not a hugger, give a Namaste bow or reach out to shake someone's hand. And to all present, Namaste. I behold the divinity you are. Namaste. Oh, it's warm.
deep inside and all around me. God in everything. It's in every stranger's face I see. God in everything. Brothers, sisters, family, all are we. Everywhere I look, I see God in everything. Deep inside and all around me, God in everything. It's in mountain, valley, lake, and stream, God in everything. All creation beautiful and free, God in everything. God in everything.
I forgot my book. I'm back. Today's inspirational reading comes from the future, and specifically from the Daily Word, Sunday, March 17th, 2024. Prayer. I feel the presence and power of God as I pray. In the Revealing Word, Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore described prayer as the most highly accelerated mind action known. This awareness is my comfort and assurance as I release my worldly concerns and feel the presence of God. As I pray, I immerse myself in the silence so that I can be still and know. From this place of deep communion, I relax and focus my attention on the divine ideas of life, love, wisdom, strength, and order, which are always mine to claim. As these spiritual truths flourish in my consciousness, thoughts of my troubles and worries fade from my mind. In the past, I may have believed prayer was a way of asking God for help and solace. Now I understand it as one of the best ways of helping and uplifting myself. And the scripture, be still and know that I am God, Psalm 46:10. And now Reverend Megan will lead us in a time of meditation.
Thank you, David. So as we prepare for a time of meditation and surrendering into our prayer, let us sing the vibrational energy of I allow, opening our hearts in this moment. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. And so we breathe, gently closing our outer eye to the world around us, that we might open our inner eye to the vision and the wisdom within. So let the vibration of our singing bowl take us deeper. And just imagine as you're breathing that you're shifting from your head, breathing into that heart space, opening it up. Breathe it in. And just feel it. Notice where it goes. Connect with that vibration that's breathing you in this moment. Aligning with the rhythm of the universe, I breathe with it. And I notice how I breathe in all that I need, vibrationally touching every cell, engaging, igniting, inviting. And the natural rhythm as I let go through my breath, I notice that I release everything I no longer need, the things that have been used up, so it can be transformed for greater good as I breathe in my next breath. I allow all that God's source in that vibration of my breath offers me. I receive its fullness in this moment. I accept all of it, willingly, courageously, in faith. As I surrender into believing that I have all that I need and nothing less. And as I continue to surrender into that place that knows and feels and trusts and hears, receives all that I need, I trust that I am all that I need right now. And so going deeper into a moment of silence, I invite you to listen to another translation of the Lord's Prayer, offering us insight and guidance as a way of living. Our Father, who is throughout the universe, let your name be set apart. Come, your kingdom as counsel. Let your desire be as in the universe, also on the earth. Give us bread for our necessities this day. And free us from our offenses, as we also have freed our offenders. And do not let us enter into our temptation, the worldliness, physical experience, but set us free from error. For this belongs to you, the kingdom, the power, and the song, from ages to ages, sealed in faithfulness in this moment and the next. I breathe it in into the silence as I listen. I breathe, I allow, I receive, I accept, and I believe that I am all I need in this now moment. It's the way it always has been and always will be as I allow my awareness to align with my truth. I am divine, and it is active in and through and as me in all that I think, say, and do. So we bring that realization back into this moment as we open our eyes, renewed and inspired and blessed, and so it is. Amen.
In the stillness there is quiet that stirs me away. I've been going through the motions day by day. And sometimes I feel so broken that I can't even sleep. And sometimes I get so frozen. So thank you for loving me. In the darkness there is silence that haunts me to this day. I've been defeated by my own emotions once again. And sometimes I feel so broken that I can't even sleep. And sometimes I get so frozen. So thank you for loving me. Habitual, nothing new. Tired heart, tried and true. Only you love like you do. So thank you. And sometimes I feel so broken that I can't even sleep. And sometimes I get so frozen. So thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me.
Thank you, Nicole. So I want to welcome you. Welcome to this week's message as we once again journey into that timeless wisdom of spiritual teachings and lessons within the Lord's Prayer. Something we all are aware of, and yet there's a mystery behind it in really understanding what is it supposed to mean. So today we explore the inspiration offered within the fourth line of the prayer taught by Jesus as a way to affirm truth. Give us this day our daily bread. I remember as a child thinking, I love bread. Give me more. But there's a little bit more to it than that, so we're going to get into it. So as we look deeper into this phrase, let us remember that within its simplicity lies a profound message of prosperity, trust, and abundance. For it really is a prosperity lesson that suggests that we claim in truth there is never a need to fear lack in our lives. Never. For the abundance and love of the universal source, God as creator provides all that we will ever need. Our human mind goes, what? How could that be? I'm not sure I believe it, but we're asked to. So in our quest for spiritual growth, we often turn to the teachings of enlightened souls who have walked this planet before us, that have shared their wisdom. So today we again draw from the insights of the works of Emmett Fox, Rocco Errico, Eric Butterworth, and some others to uncover the deeper meanings behind the seemingly simple prayer and its teachings. In exploring the essence of Give Us This Day Our Daily Bread, let's begin by reflecting on Emmett Fox's interpretation from his book, Sermon on the Mount, which is a really profound book you should have on your shelf. Fox reminds us that this phrase from Jesus' prayer is not merely a request for physical sustenance, but it's a proclamation of our faith in the abundance provided through our universal source, our guiding light and inner wisdom, that we have named God. So he brings to our attention our divine birthright. We do have one. And it provides us the way to live happy, healthy lives full of joyful experiences with the power to align with the insight to develop and manifest our day-to-day needs. It is powerful to live with that awareness throughout our day. But do we? It's ever leading us to more and more of our good when we align with that truth. So our daily needs require food, right? Shelter, clothing, means of transportation, especially in our world around here, education, etc. But most importantly, we need freedom, right? Fox invites us to know the lesson within intentionally praying this phrase contains all those things necessary for an abundant life, and they are all included under the heading of bread. Not meaning merely food in general, but all things that humanity requires for that healthy, happy, free, and harmonious life. I think that sounds pretty good, but I might need to understand a little bit more. So, but, and there always is a but, right? But in order to obtain our daily food, our good, our needs, our abundance, we must claim it. It won't just fall in our lap. Darn. And so to do that, we must recognize God. God's source alone as the source, our creator, and fountainhead of all our good, all our needs, and all our abundance. The root cause that sustains us and allows us to have this experience. So hear this. Lack of any kind is always traceable to the fact that we have been seeking our supply, our good, from some secondary source instead of the primary source. God's source, the author, the creator, the giver of life. So, for example, this is how we live. People think our supply, our funding, comes from certain investments or from a business or from an employer for our Social Security, right? Yet these are only channels through which our funding comes. The number of possible channels is infinite and likely to change throughout our lifetime because change is the cosmic law of manifestation. So whereas stagnation cuts the supply off, thus It's really like a slow death because it's allowing something to not thrive and evolve and continue. It's an ending of that creative flow as it has separated from the source that keeps the energy moving freely through us. So God's source is the one source, the unchangeable spirit of infinite supply. Infinite means unending, that creates the way for the flow to come to and through us. In the physical, if a channel ends, we believe our source has dried up and live in the reality of lack consciousness. Now, this is not to shame or blame, but it's just what we pick up on in our human consciousness. So when we live in the daily prayer of abundance, give me this day my daily bread, we live in the awareness and the connection of our divine nature. We live in faith that when one channel closes, another, probably an even better one, will open up as we need it. That's key, as we need it, not guaranteed in advance. For with God's source as our supply, our good will always, always, always come from somewhere. I'm reminded of how important this is for us as individuals, but also for our ministry. We put a significant focus on our support coming from individual tithes and donations, which is the primary source of sustaining us to thrive and exist and be here, present for you. But there are many other channels that we can have available to us to sustain and create our abundance. We received an unexpected large donation from a foundation at the end of last year, which has made a huge difference in moving forward this year. We can receive gifts through investment interest transfers or bequests from somebody's will, and tithes on unexpected income, as well as the unexpected right and perfect person that shows up with the skills that we needed at the time we needed them. And we've been seeing that manifest as we've transitioned into a lot of new things this new year. Just when we think nobody will serve, there's not a person available, what are we going to do? Somebody goes, oh, pick me. I'm available. And we're blessed, right? So all channels of good, as we open to the flow from source and expand our group consciousness to receive, allows us to take that deep breath and in faith know all is well. So we must train ourselves then. Train ourselves to seek and notice God cause, or the new insight, the new ideas, the new possibilities being revealed for all that we need, and then the channel that will show up through it to offer what we need, which is entirely a secondary matter, will take care of itself. We identify the need and we have faith it will show up. But I have to take a step into connecting with it. So the inner and the most significant meaning our daily bread signifies is the realization of the presence of God as the creative power active in and through and as us in everything we think, say, and do. Am I living in that awareness daily, moment by moment? For all that we need to live abundantly and all that we need to know and the clarity for our next steps to guide our way is available to us. It truly is. So we will not mistake our way forward. We don't have to live in fear that it won't be obvious or I won't know what to do. Rocco Errico takes us deeper into the cultural significance of bread in the ancient Semitic traditions. He suggests, as a very near translation is, provide us our needful bread from day to day. But to truly understand the meaning of bread, we must know the history and the significance of bread in the Near Eastern Semites culture. It is a culture that lives more simply than we do in the West, typically, where they are more content with the provision that comes each day. So, for instance, the Near Eastern women do not make a supply of bread to last for several days and stock up their freezer. They make their bread daily, for that is the need for their family in that day, but they also may bake a little bit extra for the needs of unexpected visitors who may stop by. Hospitable by culture, believing that the stranger they share food with today may be their own host tomorrow. They also believe in the sacredness of bread as a covenant. And when bread is present at the table, a lie cannot be spoken. So always have bread with you, right? This belief comes from the mystical sacredness because it is God's provision of one of humanity's basic needs. And the word aish for bread from the Aramaic literally means the life giver. They recognize that bread represents the giving of life. Jesus was referring to this understood practice when he offered the prayerful teaching, "Give us this day our daily bread," the sacredness it represents. Errico shares a Semitic poem that illustrates the interconnectedness of all existence and our reliance on the divine for sustenance, reflecting on the relevance of bread in their culture. It says, "Back of the loaf is the snowy flour. Back of the flour, the mill. Back of the mill is the wheat and the shower and the sun and the Father's will." That's where it begins. So it reminds us of the journey of the Hebrews in the wilderness, receiving the manna each day. And it wouldn't last. It was only good for 24 hours. And it echoes the importance of living in the present moment and trusting in the divine provision of our needs, as Errico eloquently explains. And Jesus refers to as the cultural understanding within this phrase of the prayer. We have to take it to a deeper place of understanding. So some of the key insights that Rocco further enlightens us with is by explaining or expanding on the symbolic meanings of bread, highlighting its representation of not only physical nourishment, but also spiritual sustenance. It represents spiritual ideas and prosperity, aligning with what Emmett Fox's understanding was. So through his definition, we understand that God's source continually provides us with the insights and the truths necessary for our prosperity and growth. Thus, the sacredness represented by bread in Jesus' reference. It also implies that the gift of spiritual wisdom that's available from within gives us an understanding of life, of ourselves, and of others, as in our insight and understanding from day to day. It suggested this in the well-known Aramaic translation by Neil Donald Klotz that says, "Grant us what we need each day in bread and insight," so that it's more than just physical nourishment. It deepens the lesson offered. So, as prosperity teaching, this line represents for us, that wealth, which is our resources, we always automatically interpret that to mean money in hand, but it's our resources, must be circulated and not accumulated. As in, give us this bread in this day. This day, that's all I need is right now, right? And so fear of lack and hoarding create a block and a lack of vibration that attracts us to the very thing we fear, not enough. Circulation, as in giving from what you have to support wholeness or make a difference in or serve as a benefit, is a positive vibration that keeps and increases the good flowing to all. It is our God source providing for the human family. The law of giving and receiving. As we give, we shall receive in a continuous flow, right? Marla Morgan, author of Mutant Messenger Down Under, I don't know if you remember that book, I think it came out in the 1990s. She shares her experiences with the Aboriginal people of Australia and New Zealand that reinforce the message of trust in the universe's abundant provision. By blessing and accepting whatever crosses their path, like grub bugs, yum, lizards and crocodiles, the Aboriginal natives demonstrate a profound understanding of living in harmony with the flow of life, living in the moment of expected abundance, with no worries of tomorrow, and always giving thanks for their daily bread. You know, we have to take a look at addressing that fear of lack, which is kind of underlying our consciousness if we're not paying attention. In the modern world, the fear of scarcity often grips our hearts and minds. Yet author and spiritual educator Lynn Twist reminds us that scarcity is a lie. It's a lie, a mindset that blinds us to the inherent abundance of the universe. She teaches we must shift from scarcity to sufficiency, embracing the truth that there is always enough for everyone's needs. That's our practice. To shift from scarcity to sufficiency and align with the flow that is leading us to what we need. It reminds me of Daniel Nahmod's song, More Than Enough. There is more than enough in a universe that you created. There is more than enough on a planet of sacred design. There is more than enough on a planet of sacred believing. There is more than enough for humanity made in your image. Why would I worry? Why would I doubt? Why would I ever think I'd go without? Why? Why would we think that? This is Jesus' message. It has made a difference, a significant difference to me in how I live from my reality now since I have a greater understanding and clarity of this important truth teaching. It changed everything for me. Living in the knowing I will always have what I need made available day by day means that I can relieve a lot of anxiety and energy that's wasting my time and energy, so that I can focus on connecting with the options I have available to me and aligning with the ones that fit right now the best. Living in the knowing I will always have what I need, not guaranteed in advance or with details laid out before me, before I make a move. But as I need it and as I have intentionally called it into my consciousness. We've been seeing that happening in this ministry, and it's so exciting. It helps us to know that even though I look out there and I see no answers, I don't know how we're going to move forward, I know we must, and there has to be an option. So we surrender into our source. We listen to that voice that might push us out of our comfort zone, and we have to be a little courageous to do something unfamiliar. But it's like what Erko claims when affirming this line in the prayer that we're literally claiming, we realize and acknowledge that it is God's source who provides our daily supply so that we need not fear the future. As we conclude our exploration, let us internalize the timeless wisdom shared by Emmett Fox. The best way to prepare for tomorrow is to make today all that it should be. I put my energy into today. And by affirming, give us this day our daily bread, we acknowledge our inseparable connection to the divine source of abundance made infinitely available each day. Are we noticing? And more importantly, are we grateful? Do I acknowledge that blessing? Because that's what the Aborigines do. And it's like opening my heart to receive more. So let us embrace the profound truth expressed by Eric Butterworth in his metaphysical interpretation, affirmation of this powerful lesson. And I want you to invite you to close your eyes and feel this vibration as you breathe into it. I have no existence outside of God's presence, for I am that presence expressing as me. Therefore, I can never be separated from the all-sufficient substance of the opulent universe. I claim my divine inheritance, and I daily, perpetually manifest abundant supply. And again, I breathe that in. Do you feel a little bit of energy when you align with that? Like, oh, yes. Why would I worry? So I invite you to consciously take your next step into the gift of life. May you carry the light of this truth within you, knowing that you are infinitely supported by the loving embrace of the universe, the vibration of creation that's living through us. And as we go forth into the week ahead, let us live each moment in gratitude and trust, knowing that our daily bread is always provided, and we are blessed. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Megan. I had a thought that when you were singing your song, wouldn't it be fun to just have you do a whole message one day as a musical? Oh, you do? Oh, fun. Yeah. Apparently it's already on her schedule, so. That's fun. And the other thought that came to me is just that prayer is the most comforting vehicle for change that we can practice. And so thank you for that message. At this time, we'd like to invite our ushers forward to prepare for our love offering and Nicola Lindy to prepare for her next song. This is the time in our service where we have the opportunity to share our financial blessings with this community in demonstration of the prosperity law of giving and receiving. There are many ways to do so. You can go to our website and click the donate button to discover the many easy ways you can securely give. We encourage you to consider setting up your consistent intentional giving as a monthly or weekly automatic gift so it will never be missed. Contact our office if you have questions on how. If you intend to give here in person this morning, there are offering envelopes in the back of the pews for your convenience. Please drop your envelope in the gift into the offering plate as it's passed down your row. This is also the week that we get to bless our monthly tithes. As part of our prosperity practice, we give 10% of what we receive to Unity leadership organizations as well as local and international organizations to make a difference. Whichever way you offer your financial blessings, we hold these gifts in this moment, along with our monthly tithes in our hands and in our hearts, and we affirm together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am in perfect balance and flow with the universal tides of giving and receiving, and we are truly blessed. Amen.
So when Cerny told me that the sermon series was going to be about the Lord's Prayer, I was like, oh, I don't know if I have anything for that. So I got onto Google, and we've got a new song for you. You're probably going to hear a lot of different songs about the Lord's Prayer throughout this series, and this is just one of many examples of it. This is the Matt Mayer version of it, and I think we all learned it pretty much this morning. So, but feel free to clap your hands and join in. It is fairly catchy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done on earth as in heaven, right here in my heart. Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done on earth as in heaven, right here in my heart. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us as we forgive the ones who sinned against us. Forgive them and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Let your kingdom come. Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done on earth as in heaven, right here in my heart. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us as we forgive the ones who sinned against us. Forgive them and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Let your kingdom come. It's yours, all yours, all yours. The kingdom, the power, the glory are yours. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours, all yours, forever and ever. The kingdom is yours. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours, it's yours. The kingdom, the power, the glory are yours. It's yours, all yours, forever and ever. The kingdom is yours. Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done on earth as in heaven, right here in my heart. Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done on earth as in heaven, right here in my heart. On earth as in heaven, right here in my heart.
That one got my heart racing a little bit there. Whew. Little exercise. Whew. Thank you, thank you. And now I'd like to call up Reverend Megan as we begin our announcements to welcome our new members.
This is one of the favorite things I love to do in the time of the year of ministry is when we can welcome in newcomers that have said yes to a commitment to taking a deeper dive into being a part of co-creating this ministry that we know and love, to being a part of what we create so that we can all count on having this experience move forward and expand and evolve. And so I'm going to call forth, Candace, could you come here and help me? Oh no, never mind, I can use David. Okay, you're here already. All right, thank you. I'm gonna let you pass those out. I'm gonna call, we have 4 members that have said yes at this point in the year, and they're just in time to be able to vote for our annual meeting coming up. So I'm gonna call them forth and then hold your applause until we bless them and acknowledge them fully. So Jill Griffith and Jim Griffith, I'll let you come up together. Go ahead and just stand here and face out. So there's your certificate and yours. And Deborah Morton, just come this way. This way a little bit. There you go. And Jan Genos. So I want to thank you for saying yes.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you for saying yes.
Thank you.
And thank you for saying yes. And thank you for saying yes. The roses that you have received symbolically represent the spiritual unfoldment of your beingness and represents that unfoldment as you become a part of our spiritual community. So I want to give a special blessing upon you. I confirm you now, your entry into the family of our Unity of South Sound community in the name of the Father, the source of all life, in the name of the Son, the Spirit of God within you, and of the Holy Spirit, the activity of God that expresses through and as you. We welcome you and are blessed already. So I want to invite you all to share with me our Unity blessing. So to all our new members, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. Thank you. Now we can clap and cheer. Thank you.
We We have a few announcements to highlight for you this morning. We'd like you to know that you can keep up to date on all of our Sunday services and events by subscribing to our weekly newsletter, the E-Blast. Go to our homepage and click on the News and Events bar when the weekly e-news option that provides a form to fill out your contact info and submit. Your information on this site is secure and safe and will never be shared. Annual meeting. Please join us today after the service for our annual meeting. Voting members will be able to approve our board candidates. They are LaDonna Peterson, Sue Clemens, Candace Robeck, and Jan Genos. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be providing a potato bar. Oh, the YOU, I'm sorry. It says you, but it's the YOU. We'll be providing a potato bar so you don't have to worry about missing lunch. They will gladly accept donations to cover the expenses and to support their camp scholarship fund. Save the date. We have 3 Easter services coming up in March. Please join us on March 24th for our Palm Sunday service, March 28th at 7 p.m. for our Maundy Thursday, and March 31st for our Easter Sunday service. On Easter Sunday, we will also be having a children's Easter egg hunt. Celebration of Life. On March 3rd, we will be gathering after the service to honor our beloved friend, Kathy Swanson. One of Kathy's gifts was preparing food that nourished our bodies and souls, always made with love and served with grace. Please bring a potluck dish to share as we celebrate a life well lived. And now we want to welcome in our children. And now let's bless these God lights. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. Any young people, any parents, if you have young kids up here, come on up and take them by the hand. And other than that, we invite you to stand if you're able and hold your hands high as we share our peace song, sending peace out into the entire world.
Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever God is, I am. And all is well, but we are one. We
Thank you for joining us today. Please join us in Wesley Hall for some connection and refreshments. Don't forget to check out our information tables with the opportunities for engagement with Unity of South Sound. And remember to take your phones off of airplane mode. See you all next week, same time, same place.